Good afternoon, everyone. Romney Smith at WTOC for the News Now, bringing you local, regional, and national headlines that we're following right now. Thank you so much for giving us just a few minutes of your afternoon to get all caught up on the news. We are on various platforms right now, including our website, WTOC.com, the WTOC apps, Twitter, Facebook, Amazon Fire, Roku, lots of different things. But you can actually say hi, give me the emoji to say hello. Let me know where you're weighing in from. If you have a question or a comment, feel free to post it. If I do not answer your question within this digital newscast, that's okay. I'll go back in afterwards and leave a comment or a link. That way it can get you one step closer to the answer that you're looking for. Okay, so we're starting with news out of Tattnall County right now. Law enforcement is still investigating a deadly hit and run that happened this morning on Highway 301 near Old Highway 250, which is north of Glenville. WTOC's Bureau Chief Dal Kennedy was out there this morning and says a white vehicle and an ambulance were crossing when a commercial truck pulling a flatbed trailer pulled out in front of both of them, causing them to crash. One person died and another had to be airlifted to Savannah for treatment. Right now, we're still working to learn the name of the person killed in the crash. Police are actively searching for the driver of the commercial truck. They say they might have tentatively found that person, but they are not confirming it just yet. So we will be sure to keep you in the loop as soon as we get more information on that deadly hit and run out of Tattnall County from this morning. Two former local officials are in some trouble. WTOC is learning that a Wayne County grand jury indicted two former City of Screven officials. Former Mayor Melvin Boyette and former City Clerk Janet Royal have both been indicted on a felony count of theft by taking. Royal is also being indicted for making false statements. Now, this is a developing story. We're still working to get details of the indictment. However, we have confirmed that Royal's bond has been set at $2,500 and Boyette's bond is $25,000. Again, as soon as we learn more on that situation, we will let you know. I do have a comment on Facebook pertaining to that deadly hit and run out in Tattnall County. Julianne Thurall saying thoughts and prayers for all of those involved. Certainly appreciate it. It was a quite hectic situation out there this morning. Again, they are still searching for the driver of the third vehicle that drove off in that situation. All right, so the fire fee has been controversial ever since it's been announced, and after dozens of residents, pastors, nonprofit directors, and people who are just homeowners said they were not happy with the fire fee and how fast it was being implemented, the city of Savannah's mayor, Eddie DeLoach, yesterday said he was going to try to get it reduced by half, which is pretty big. So he said he was going to make that proposal, and that also will mean cuts to services and personnel. WTOC's Zach Logan is following that story.
Well, right now, where the fire fee stands, a single-family household would have to pay around $256 a year for this fire fee. But churches, nonprofits, and other businesses would have to pay a lot more, and they say it's putting a burden on their organizations. Savannah Mayor Eddie DeLoach says one of the reasons behind having property owners pay a fire fee was to get the 10% of the city that doesn't pay taxes to now contribute to the overall funds. But ever since it was put in place, council members have heard from dozens of people, including pastors and nonprofit officials, who say this fee is putting a burden on their organizations. Cheryl Branch, executive director of Safe Shelter, says the group's annual budget was completed way before this fire fee installation, causing her team to scramble to come up with the money. Although the nonprofit is already seeing a 20% deduction thanks to the city's discount program, she's happy to hear about the possibility of cutting everyone's fire fee in half.
The details became challenging for many of our residents, businesses, and religious institutions. Let's face it, the fire fee is the most unpopular topic since the crime numbers of 2015. And you have let us know that. The reaction was strong.
It must have taken a lot of guts for him to stand up there and apologize, and so I accept his apology sincerely, and I just hope it goes through.
Council members are expected to talk more about this fire fee during their budget retreat later this month. A final vote on the fire fee will take place on June 21st. Reporting in downtown Savannah, Zach Logan, WTOC News.
Now, there are a lot of rumors swirling. The city has not made this proposed fire fee change official yet. So the exact amount of the reduction is still unknown and will have to be worked out by the city council. Some city services will suffer in order to lower the fee if they move forward with the plan. Mayor DeLoach says the city manager will work on that part of the issue. And as soon as we learn which areas, services, or jobs will be impacted by the proposed reduction, we will pass that along to you. All right, it seems that we're all on the same page now. We finally understand. Even though it's not officially summer, It feels like it nowadays. Taking a look at my iPad, I have the WTOC weather app pulled up. It's free, by the way, for iPhone and Android. I just said iPhone and Android. Trying to speak too fast. This is what we're looking at right now. High 80s in our area right now. Of course, 20% chance of rain, but for most of us, we will not see that. Yes, the humidity is a little on the high side, 55 to 62%. We're going to stay warm pretty much until later tonight, where we dip into the upper 70s. So that's still pretty heated. Again, the big thing you need to know, stay hydrated in this heat, because it is a little too easy to get dehydrated. Okay, now I'm going to switch, because speaking of summertime, if you like it hot like I do, and sometimes Savannah isn't quite hot enough for you. Yeah, I said it. Sometimes it's not hot enough here. You got to go further south to Miami. So the Savannah Airport and the Miami Airport both announcing today, yes, celebrating nonstop Miami service with American Airlines. The reason this is exciting, we have had daily flights to Miami. However, we haven't always had returning flights. They gave out cupcakes today too. Isn't that amazing? So I think that's pretty cool, because you know what? If you ever want to go there, now you can come back on your chosen day instead of having to wait for particular days. And Miami International Airport to send out this tweet. You know that song, Havana? Well, they put the lyrics, but they put Savannah. You know what I'm talking about, right? Savannah, ooh, na, na. Right, that song. So now they have the lyrics, remixing Savannah in, starting today. They're excited about it, and we're excited about it as well. We love when they send us tourists, and we love to go down there and relax in the heat and party. So, I don't know about you, but I'm looking at my bank account trying to figure out when I can go to Miami. Of course, non-stop daily flights now from Savannah. Pretty exciting news. Some of you just joining us on WTOC wondering what the top story is. I see you on Facebook. Thank you so much for weighing in, letting you know that in Tattnall County, there was a deadly hit and run that happened this morning. Law enforcement are still investigating. They believe they have found the truck that was involved, but here's what happened. So a white vehicle and an ambulance were both trying to cross the road when a commercial truck pulling a flatbed trailer pulled out in front of both of them, causing them to crash. One person died. Another had to be airlifted to Savannah for treatment. Right now, we are still working to learn the name of the person killed in that crash. Again, this happening in Tattnall County on Highway 301 near Old Highway 250, which is just north of Glenville. So that is the big story that we're continuing to follow right now. WTOC's Dal Kennedy is out there gathering more information. We expect to learn more this afternoon. And of course, we will be back at 3 o'clock with another update of different stories we're working on. So until then, if you need anything else, we're always online at WTOC.com. See you later.